So to get straight to the point, this game is a 9 or 10 out of 10. Absolutely fire. Very, very good game. Go pick it up. Go pick it up right now. You have absolutely no excuse to do so. Now, if you want me to be a bit more specific, what's going on, everybody? Know You Man here, and this is my experience playing the First Berserker Khazan. This was announced at the Game Awards a while ago, and once I saw that it came out, I could not help myself. I needed to pick it up. And by golly gee willikers, does it slap. So if Soulslikes are your thing, you know, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, whatever, you're pretty much going to be at home with this game. You're going to feel great playing it. If you ever wanted your Dark Souls Berserk game made by From Software, this is probably the closest that you're going to get. You're going to feel like guts playing this game. It is so fun. It's very intense. And when I use the word intense, I mean intense. This is probably one of the harder Souls games I've played in a while. So the story of this game is as follows. You are Khazan, a disgraced general who was exiled by the Emperor of Pellos for reasons that get explained later on in the game, but just to keep it simple and spoiler-free, basically betrayal. The Emperor has betrayed you, he has labeled you as an enemy of Pellos, and you are now exiled from his kingdom. You are taken prisoner with your tendons severed because you are seen as too much of a threat. And before you know it, this revenant called a Blade Phantom enters your body, heals you up, and then bingo bango bongo, you are entered into a fuckfest of unadulterated anime action. Now, the way that this game plays is actually a lot more akin to Lies of P, in the sense that there is a slightly faster pace to the game. You still have dodge mechanics, you still have leveling mechanics, still have RPG elements for the most part, but there is a parry emphasis. You are very much going to be encouraged to do a lot of parrying as opposed to dodging. The gameplay is supposed to feel like a Sekiro-esque kind of combat system in which everything's supposed to flow naturally. You're supposed to get a feel for this song and dance combat, turn-taking type of thing. It's a very smooth overall experience, and the game rewards you immensely for not only doing this, but also for not giving up. An example of that is every time that you fight a boss, you get Lacrima, which is obviously the equivalent of souls, more or less, so that you can level up and get higher stats so that you'll be able to fight bosses and characters that are of higher levels later on. I mean, they literally leave it right outside the boss arena so that you can pick it up so that if in case something is not working, you can go back and level up your specs. Honestly, a very, very well needed system. And it helps a lot too that a lot of the equivalent to bonfires are actually very close by to the boss arena. Not at any point did I feel like any enemy or boss fight was at all unfair. I felt every single time that I was able to beat them as long as I analyzed the fight pattern, as long as I learned the moveset, I was pretty much set. I felt very comfortable with the combat system, I felt very comfortable with the enemy movesets, albeit the only cheap thing that I do find is that as you go up, the health pool gets significantly higher. That is probably my one complaint at all. For the most part, it wasn't the worst thing ever, it just made the boss fights longer, but that's not really an issue. The only other slight issue that I see is really the parry timings, because I'm kinda used to the Dark Souls dodge timings than I am the Lies of P timings, and a lot of the time it can get extremely unpredictable, which may make you think that some of the inputs just aren't working. But for the most part, what I noticed is that this game doesn't really give you much room for iframes a lot of the time. You have to be precise, because if not, you will get very punished. You will get stagger punished like crazy, so you have to make sure that you get those timings down. But for the most part, the timing thing is more of a get good issue, which thankfully I was able to learn most of the timing, so I didn't really have much of a problem or complaint with that. So it doesn't really sour the experience for the most part. And as you progress, you also get skill points so that you can use for different abilities for different weapons that you use. There are 3 different types of weapons that you use. You can either use the dual wield, the great sword, or the spear. And you can use either one at any time. And each weapon also has its own skill tree so that you can level up and gain abilities for that specific weapon. And as you can see firsthand, you can notice some of the different abilities that I'm actually using. So honestly, man, these guys, they definitely knocked it out of the park. I have never played Dungeon and Fighter, and I know that's what the universe is based off of on this, but for the most part, man, they fucking killed it. They knocked it out of the park with this one. This is probably one of the best Soulslikes I have ever played in a very, very long time. Highly recommend you give this game a shot because everything is amazing. From the art style, you know, the cel-shaded anime visuals of the characters, to the more slightly photorealistic environments, There was so much love, so much care put into every single detail of this. And the story too, albeit it's a little cliche with the whole revenge thing. I feel like most things are revenge based now, but it does it very well. It does it very well, and I really, really have not found a single boring moment at all. I wanted to learn about everything. I wanted to learn what was going on with Khazan. I wanted to learn what was going on with all the people that betrayed him, everything. I was hooked until the very last second. In fact, I'm still playing it. That's how much I enjoy it, but I had to get the word out there. So yeah, there's plenty of other things I could talk about, but like I said, just for the purpose of making this a really quick one, go pick it up. You will not regret it. It is amazing. And I guarantee you will love it. That's pretty much all I gotta say. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed my words. And thank you very much for watching. Stay killing it, and I hope you have a super awesome day. Take it easy.